Hello everybody and welcome to the year 2016. This is DoctorJhonReborn
and I'm Shank02
and welcome back for some more Pokemon Yellow adventure shenanigans. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back into this, and oh boy, is this gonna be a kind of a weird time paradox thing, because on the same day as we are commentating on this, I'm also planning to release the first part of this episode, so yeah, there's gonna be a fucking time warp later down in the road, so ugh. Best not to think about it too much, just makes your head spin. After all, time is wimpy wumply dimply dumply thing, or however the hell that quote goes.
Wibbly wobbly, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't watch much of Doctor Who. And as for what is the agenda today, well, probably lots of different kinds of tangents, because, ladies and gentlemen, this part is nothing but getting to the rock tunnel and then trying to get the fuck out and through the rock tunnel. That's it. Easily probably the most, I would say this is probably the most disliked part in Generation 1 games, because nobody really likes rock tunnel. And Zelda here just fucking mega punching these plants to fucking death. Fuck yeah.
Alright, she took a Bellspray out in one punch.
Yep.
Did you do it again with Oddish?
Oddish. The fucking onion.
Nah.
No way. This onion shows promise. Not. So, anywho, gotta say, this also kind of feels weird to come back and commentate. Not to mention it was weird to record some more Generation 1 on gameplay, considering that during my time off screen, I've actually spent a little bit more time back with Gen 6, and oh boy! Let's just say there's quite a bit of a contrast that I've started to notice, and surprisingly not in the way you would think it would go to. Oh yes, and I probably should also give this warning right away. There's gonna be 2 more meme-tastic things in this episode. Because you know, why the fuck not? But yeah, since this route is going to be quite a bit of flooring, and just to make sure that there's something to cover this before a part, at least for most parts, I might as well probably continue on with that story. So I was playing Pokemon on X and Y for most of the time during this holiday vacation I have going. Just yesterday decided to pop back in Pokemon Alpha Sapphire for exchange, and I gotta say I must have been blinded by the Gen 6 hype when Pokemon X and Y came out, because now that I played it again, there's so many fucking glaring problems with that goddamn game that I didn't notice before. And oddly enough, it's actually on the things that you don't usually stop thinking about, but basically I noticed that I really started to notice that the story wasn't that good, especially the fucking villain team stuff. And yes, that is going to be another thing for me to edit in from here on out. Good fucking god. But yeah, I started.
Which show was that audio clip of Batman from?
Oh, that. It's from the animated series. The 90s.
Oh yeah, yeah, because I remember watching that when I was a kid, but I just couldn't remember exactly where the source came from.
It's one of the early episodes, I don't know which number, but it was the first appearance of Scarecrow, that episode.
Ah.
It's from that. But yeah, so I was basically playing X and Y, and I noticed that the story in that game was just fucking bum rush now that I looked back to it, because I think it showed most clearly with the fucking villain team, Team Flare, and the boss Lysander, which was just about the most one-note villain I think I have ever seen in fucking video games. I mean, Jesus Christ. Nice. You would argue that at least some villains try to be a little bit subtle. Whether or not they succeed is a completely different argument, but Lysander, nope. Second you see that asshole, evil, rings all around the fucking halls. Well then, yeah, I just noticed that the story wasn't written all that well as I thought it was back when I first played the game, so that was kind of a weird thing to discover. And the other thing was, compared to the Gen 3 remakes, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, X and Y are kind of restrictive on some fronts, especially in the competitive side, which I of course must bring up since I am almost obsessive about the competitive side with Pokemon these days. But in X and Y, it's really fucking limiting on not only for the roster of Pokemon you can get, even if you trade a lot, and then there's also the fact that there's really no fucking way to get like customized or well-taught movesets on your Pokemon in that game, because there's really no move tutors in that game. There's like only one for Draco Meteor and one for the 3 fucking elemental hyper beams. That's it. Just about all the better move tutors have all been moved to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby, so those are much better games in that front too. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is that about retrospect, X and Y, they definitely feel more like a proto games for Generation 6 now, and I think the Gen 3 remakes just basically honed their stuff better. And the rant is done. And Fananet. By the way, are you familiar with the little theory that's going on that the Venonat and the Caterpie line are actually were actually accidentally mixed up somewhere during the process?
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Because it's like, when you compare like the evolution lines, you may notice that Butterfree actually looks a little bit more like something that Venonat should evolve
Venonat or something?
Evolve into, because Butterfree basically has the same sort of eyes and whatnot, and vice versa, Venomoth has more similar structure to Caterpie than it does for Venonat, so I wonder if somewhere during the development they just switched it around for some odd reason.
I don't know.
It's probably gonna be one of those mysteries we never find out, because God, Gen 1 is full of oddities.
At least in later gens, they actually change it so you don't have to keep constantly going into the menu to get a potion for your Pokemon. Because there you were, you were just constantly getting a potion every single time, but then to heal your Pokemon, but then in the later gens they decided, hey, you know what, just take a potion, heal all your Pokemon in one sitting, instead of just constantly going back to grab that one
Yes, it's one of those. It's something that we take granted these days in games, but yeah. Back in the day, every single freaking item, be it repels, potions, or everything, had to be distributed and used one at a fucking time. Really tracks down the gameplay in the long run. And although this section kinda takes long, I'm actually kinda... It actually wasn't too hard for me to edit because luckily there's quite a bit of skippable trainers. Or rather non-essential trainers both on the route to Rock Tunnel and into Rock Tunnel itself, so I luckily got a little bit of a leeway with the editing. But since we need to keep this freaking part built with something before so that we aren't going to be freaking mute for the most of it, do you have like, now that the game's been out for quite some time and you probably played the shit out of your own versions to an extent, do you actually have any like afterthoughts, rants about Gen 6 on your own?
Not really. And I haven't really played the shit out of my games. I think the last time I played mine, was probably back in... last February or something?
Yeah, well, okay, to be fair, I think you once told me that you pretty much got was it your starter to level 100 and you figured that was just about it?
Yeah, that was pretty much just it for me.
Okay. Epic. Kibisu is sleepwalking. Lazy rat. Anywho, let's get back to the Pokemon Center. And... oh, what the hell? There was a Pokemon in the Pokemon Center! Nah, just kidding. Just decided to go to that patch of grass, just a little bit up from the Pokemon Center, and decided to capture something new. That's a little bit back up. Magnemite, one of those Pokemons that... it's kinda odd, because Generation 2 really improved Magnemite, giving it Steel type.
Yeah.
But then when Generation 3 came out and gave it abilities, that's what fucking confuses the shit out of me, because, okay, Magnemite and all of its evolution, they clearly hover over the fucking ground. And yet, their ability is not levitate. What the shit? And as I started typing this name, just try to guess what the... just from what game have I watched a lot of footage of recently? Yep.
No.
Oh, yes.
Fuck!
Yeah, been watching a lot of Undertale and I can't help it. Okay, I haven't bought and played the game myself, but from what I've seen, gotta hand it to the guy. He certainly knows how to fucking write humor. And Mettaton is just so deliciously fucking fruity as you can make a fucking robot.
I wouldn't have a clue. I haven't really played that much of Undertale lately.
Yeah, I understand it's not for everybody and such. That's because Undertale kinda seems like one of those games that... well, first of all, it's one of those fourth wall breaking games which is effective storytelling if it's done right, but so many fucking games do it these days, and not everything does it so subtly. Especially if something if the game related is related to someone called Deadpool. But yeah, it's one of those. One more of those.
Since you mentioned that, the movie's coming out next month.
Ah, yeah.
Well, actually, it'll be February 11th for Americans, but February 12th for Australians.
Well, I really haven't been into movies for quite some time, so I don't know will I go check that out, but that's it, I'm curious how the hell are they gonna handle it, because fourth wall breaking, while it can be pretty funny for comedy, it can also screw you over real fucking bad if you don't know how to ride around it. But anyway, back to Undertale, because there's really nothing else to talk about here since this is Rock Tunnel, there's trainers, and we fight our way through this way too long of a fucking dungeon. That's just about it for the next final moments of this session. So, yeah, Undertale, so one more of those fourth wall breaking games. And then there's also the fact that it's once again one of those, shall we say, feels games. Like, it basically takes concepts that RPG players take sort of a self-granted and gives them a new twist to pretty much once again awake emotions and such. And truth to be told, not everyone is into those kind of games, and I can understand why. Sometimes you just want a simple game. There's a bad guy, you have a gun, you go and kill the asshole. So yeah, Undertale is not for everybody, but I don't know, I guess I'm just the sort of guy who can appreciate writing in a game when I see some proofs of it, and I can't deny that Undertale does have wet solid writing, from what I've seen. As for the trainers that we will be fighting here, and the ones that I'm not cutting out, there's the Pokemaniacs they use. I actually cannot really pin down what kind of Pokemons they use. They're kind of a hodgepodge of Pokemon. Then there's some of the junior trainers who quite interestingly enough actually have some of the elemental starters that you didn't have. Like this one actually has a Bulbasaur. And then another one here, similar trainer, has a Charmander. So that's kinda interesting. And then probably the most infamous type of fucking trainers you can encounter in this particular dungeon are those assholes with multiple high level, or decent level at this point, Geodudes and Gravelers. Try to guess what fucking move they use all the fucking time.
Self-destruct.
Yup. That is such of a fucking solid strategy, because the friggin' thing really isn't effective if you are not both getting the same type of attack bonus, and unless you're way higher than your freaking target in terms of levels.
Holy shit!
Yeah! Zelda just fucking Falcon Punch that Bulbasaur to death. I don't know where, to the next Tuesday probably.
Well, I was actually going to sort of one punch quote there, but I thought, nah.
Yeah, I actually haven't. I really should actually get to watching that sometime soon, because it looks fucking hilarious as shit, if not just for the simple fact that just how OP the main character is. I mean, holy shit!
Yeah, it wasn't a bad series. Like, it only went for like 12 episodes, but hopefully they'll be making a season 2.
I think they are making season 2, because I think I've seen some review clips of season 2 in YouTube and such.
You sure?
My boy.
Well, it depends. Do you recall that the season 1 had some villain named Garros, or however the hell you pronounce it correctly.
Garo, yeah? Or you mean Boros?
No, Garros.
Garo, yeah.
Did season 1 have villain that name?
Yeah, but he's in from chapter 70, I think, and onwards.
Ah, okay. Okay, well.
Yeah, they've only done about. They've only done about 89 chapters at the moment, but yeah.
Okay, never mind then. But yeah, lots of hikers in this dungeon, so both Harkinian and Havabell will have a goddamn glorious time here, ranking up the levels. Oh god, I just wonder how... no, better not spoil it. Better not spoil it just yet. Let's just say hi Truin, because apparently my brain just cannot get enough from how much of a meme-tastic train I'm turning this into. I yet again decided to throw in yet another fucking thing at the end of this recording, so...
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yes, be very afraid, Wogs, be very afraid.
While we're on the subject of Pokemon here, I was looking through some of my old boxes and I happened to find my old little Pikachu Tamagotchi. Like, I just had to get a new battery for it and it still works.
Oh god, Tamagotchis, like... Those things weren't even around for such a long time, because I think didn't those things like go almost pretty much went extinct quite soon after they came out, because I recall them being around in the 90s only for a little time and then everybody just forgot about those things.
Yeah, I think it was around about, mid-90s or something, and I think it was like early 2000, that was it, they just went extinct.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, but I still remember Tamagotchis, they... oh god.
But the thing was, with the Pikachu one, you didn't actually feed it or anything, it took care of itself, pretty much, just as long as, like, you checked in on it, but, you actually had to give it, like, gifts of, like, watts and stuff, and it had, like, the little step counter thing on it, so it counted how many steps you did, and its actual goal was to try and get it over 1 million steps.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I was actually only able to do it once, and that was, like, back in high school when I had it, and I can't remember what I did, like, I think I was just on that last step, and I decided to go and just, like, shake it, and it did like a little tune, and then it said how long it took me to do 1 million steps.
Okay. That's kind of an interesting way to encourage its kids to move, but A for effort, but another thing about that's kind of meta, isn't it? Like, Pokemon as a Tamagotchi, when in a certain sense Pokemons are like Tamagotchis already.
In a way, I guess you could see it. Oh god.
No need to worry, Harkinian takes this like a champ. As so. Yeah, pretty solid tactic there, dude. No pun intended.
We need to get faster.
And this is where I'm going to abuse that sweet 4-time weakness to grass. Money bye, sucker. Ugh, Grappler. travelers. Whenever I see those things, I just remember how much of a pain it was seriously get those great evolutions to actually get done, but these days it's so freaking easy. Either we have to go for a great station or just using a Wi-Fi connection with your... or not Wi-Fi, but just wireless connection with your friends.
Yeah.
And... because fuck that link cable. Seriously. I think we actually gone through the link cable rant before, but it deserves repeating. People who complain about anything about like wireless trading these days, you don't know the fucking horrors of the cable.
What about Game Boy Colors, how they had an infrared link thing?
I actually never tried the infrared, so I really can't say was that any less painful or not.
More painful than the link cable. At least with the link cable, it actually worked a lot better on Game Boy Color than it did on the original Game Boys.
Okay, that's...
Because the problem was you actually had to have the two Game Boy Colors, I think, like 5 centimeters apart from each other, and you could not move them one bit. It had to be directly in, like...
So you basically would need to fucking super glue them onto the table or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Holy shit. Yep, technology certainly has improved Pokemon experience from the 90s. Good fuckity god. And hallelujah, the last trainer of this goddamn game. Just let me out of here for fuck's sake. Mega Patch, fuck your paralysis. Now, as for anyone asking why the hell didn't I code the obvious route and put the Falcon Punch sound effect there, whenever Zelda does the Mega Punch.
Batman!
People, I kinda wanna limit somewhat
Look at the memes.
how much shit I need to edit into this, and I think I already have quite a lot in my plate with Harkidian and others. So now, I'm gonna leave the Falcon Punch jokes out of the way from this one. I say that, and yet I decided in this recording session it was a good idea to include one more meme into this. Upon which, now in retrospect, I'm actually starting to come to regret, but... oh, what can you do? It's surprising how much of a stupid stuff your brain comes up with when you do shit late in the evening, but yeah, this thing really doesn't get the fucking typing disadvantages. Like, I want resist grass type attacks. Not to mention absorb is kind of a weak grass type move in general, so yeah. Anyway, time for fried chicken legs. Or pigeon legs.
AFP? Kimisu fried pigeon?
I have a coffee cup in my hand, so I cannot clap to that, but bravo! Bravo, sir. Bravo. That's why you are the second commentator here. You come up with the jokes that I never can. And damn fuckity god, we can ignore all these trainers outside here and check this bush and you get Max Eater. I don't know why the hell it's there, it just is. Don't question it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the creepypasta town. Seriously, look for just about every fucking second Pokemon creepypasta on the internet ever, and they're all fucking placed in Lavender Town. All because of that one original freaking myth.
Yep.
anywho, we are pretty much starting to get to the closure of this session. Don't forget it, God, but not before I leave it up with one more meme-tastic joke. So anywho, I decided to go back to Rock Tunnel and capture this thing. Match up!
I think I know what's gonna happen now.
Don't spoil it. Yeah, let's just say, for this meme, I actually kinda had to hunt down and look for decent enough clips to demonstrate my point, let's just say that, because it's hard to find exactly good quality old stuff these days.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
But yeah, I decided to capture myself Matcha because I've really come to like this Pokemon and its evolutions since lately. So I figured, why the hell not get it for my team, actually. As for the name, just watch.
Oh no, no.
Yep, I went there.
Randy Savage, Macho Man.
Oh yeah! Art thou bored?
Yeah.
Step into a Slim Jim. Turn to the spice. That baby juicy taste.
Brilliant.
You know, a little excitement. Step into a Slim Jim.
Ooh yeah!
Oh yeah.
I'm going to hell. But yeah, on that meme-tastic note, that concludes the newest episode of Pokemon Yellow Adventure. And, well, let's just wrap this up. This is DoctorJhonReborn.
And I'm Shank02.
And we shall see you next time. Until then, bye-bye everyone. See us later.
See yous.